Ladies and gentlemen, this has been which is awesome to the program. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a round of applause for these great teachers? Thank you very much.
Are you going outside? No.
Yeah, so that's my put me in this issue. His daughter's down there. His son does the ESP media thing. He does the sound for the recordings.
Does it look like I have a burger?
What's up with the construction theme?
They dropped the console here.
Stop trying to talk in that light now. One person.
Children serve as peer models for those with special needs. Visit our website to learn more and enroll your child today. Did you know Dysart Schools offers free full-day kindergarten for our community? We deliver high-quality education aligned with Arizona academic standards. Students learn foundational skills through hands-on, real-life experiences. We even have special area classes where our kiddos get to experience art, music, and physical education. Enroll today and come experience all Dysart has to offer.
Welcome to tonight's game contest between Westview High School and your Willow Canyon Wildcats.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Willow Canyon High School here in Surprise, Arizona, as we get set for tonight's contest between your Willow Canyon Wildcats and the visiting Westview Knights. Good evening, everyone. I'm Derek Diesner. Excited to be here with you this evening as a battle of 500 teams. You have Westview at 2-2, Willow Canyon at 2-2. Battle it out on the gridiron here this evening. Both teams come in on different directions currently. Westview riding a 2-game winning streak, while Willow Canyon currently riding a 2-game losing streak. Both teams and their captains getting set to head out to midfield for the opening coin toss. Let's take a look at the visiting Westview Knights. They come in tonight 2-2 on the year. They got blown out in their first 2 games of the year, losing to Millennium 42-13, then dropping their next contest at Cesar Chavez by a final of 46-6. Westview got back on the right foot and in the win column for the first time back on September 13th when they defeated La Jolla Community in a close one, 27-23. Last week, they faced North High School in Phoenix and came out victorious 27-7. On the other end of the spectrum, Willow Canyon also 2-2 on the year. They won their first 2 games of the year, defeating Desert View here at Willow Canyon 48-35. They then defeated South Mountain also here at home by a final of 34-19 back on September 5th. Then Willow Canyon went out on the road. They lost at Sunny Slope 42-7 and then lost last week at Millennium by a final of 35-19. So maybe Willow Canyon just needs some home cooking as they are 2-0 on the season here at Willow Canyon. Westview 1-1 on the road this season. Westview currently sits in second place in the 5A Central Valley standings. They are a game behind Kellis, who is 3-1 on the year. Willow Canyon, who competes in the 5A Northwest Valley Conference, currently at the bottom of the standings. They are 2-2. They are tied with Goldwater, Apollo, and Agua Fria. Ironwood sits atop the conference at 3-1. Willow Canyon will start this game by receiving the ball. Westview will kick off. Westview in their road white tops and white bottoms, silver helmets. Letters and numbers are in blue, outlined in silver. Willow Canyon in their home blue tops, white bottoms, blue lettering and numbering. Everybody getting situated as we get set to go. It's teed up by Matthew Gonzalez. And the opening whistle, and we are underway here at Willow Canyon. Ball will be received around the 5-yard line and tripped up right around the 29-yard line was, I believe, Isaiah Davis. Check that, Asher Vega on the return. First down and 10 for the Willow Canyon offense. Ball at the 29-yard line. The offense will be led tonight by quarterback Tate Callan. Roman Thunes is in street clothes tonight, got hurt in their last game. So Callan to work under center, trips to the near side, one receiver up top. Man will go in motion now. And on 1st and 10, he'll give it to the tailback who pushes forward for a couple of yards. Coming into tonight, Tate Callan's numbers. The sophomore has played in 2 games. He is 3 of 6 passing for 22 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 interception. So you can expect a lot of running tonight by Willow Canyon. Callan will operate out of the gun, 2 receivers to each side. Sends Vega in motion. Quick pass out to Vega. Pass is caught, dancing around and taken down at the 32-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 7. Willow Canyon will make a couple of substitutions. 10:50 to go in this first quarter of play. No score between Willow Canyon and Westview. Callan again out of the gun. He's got 2 backs with him in the backfield. He's going to give it to his tailback and stopped right away at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th down, and in comes the punting unit. Quinn Nichols heads back to punt this away for Willow Canyon. On the year, Nichols has punted the ball 15 times for 479 yards, an average of close to 32 yards per punt. His longest has been 48. Westview will send a man back, hover around the 35. High kick, take a bounce at the 40. One hop right into Westview's hands. And tackled at the 44 was the return man, Adarius Miles. And the Westview offense will come out onto the field for their first offensive possession of the evening. 9:44 to go in this first quarter of play. No score between Willow Canyon and Westview. Westview is led by quarterback Nicholas Price. The junior will operate out of the gun. 2 receivers up top, 1 to the near side. Price looks over to his sideline to get the play call. This is a pass-first team. And the lefty will sling it to the near side, out of bounds at the 50. That was Tristan Fierro on the reception. Fierro, second on this team in yardage. He just tied for the team lead on receptions in the year. Coming into tonight, he had 9 catches for 189 yards and 1 score. Give it to the tailback, who picks up about 4 yards. Bring up 3rd and 1. Was Augustin Lara on the carry. Lara again in the backfield. Price out of the gun. Likes to do that hard count and then look over to the sideline for the play call. Price calls for it. Give it right back to Lara. Lara up the middle, and he's got the first down. Be 1st and 10 from the 45 in Willow Canyon territory. So Westview moving the ball well here on their first offensive possession of the evening. 8:57 to go in this first quarter of play. No score between Westview and Willow Canyon. Price out of the gun. Twins up top. One receiver to the near side. Price going to look that far side. Sheds a tackler. He's going to heave it deep into double coverage, and it's dropped by his receiver. Pass was intended for Andrew Ibarra. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Knights. Knights are led by head coach Sean Moran. He is assisted by Adrian Drew, Devin Hanna, Jatai Jenkins, and Ryan McCanna. 8:33 to go in this first quarter of play. Price out of the gun. 2 receivers up top, one to the near side. And a timeout is called by Westview. Their first timeout. 0-0 our score. 8:33 to go in this first quarter of play. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. Where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, are you ready to experience Geisart?
.833 to go in this first quarter of play. No score between Westview and Willow Canyon. Derek Diesner back with you. Coming out of the timeout for Westview, it'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 45 in Willow Canyon territory. Early timeout burned by Westview. But early on in this game, Nick Price has been looking over to his sideline on every play. I don't know if they were a little slow to get that last play in or if he was just confused. But he feels the pressure and he goes down. Sacked at the 45 in his own territory. That was Caden Kilpatrick on the sack. Check that, it was Darian Pittman on the sack. That'll bring up 3rd and 18 from the 45. Pittman on the season with 7 tackles, 1 for a loss. Pitch and catch out to the tailback, Tristan Fierro. He stopped well short of the first down. They still have about 14 yards to go, and that'll bring out the punting unit for Westview. Eduardo Villegas to punt for Westview. Looks like Thomas Gilbert back at around his 15 to receive this punt. Westview now ready with that late player getting back on the field. Villegas gets a punt. It'll take a bounce at the 20. It's fielded off a hop. That was dangerous, but Gilbert is going to run with it, breaking out to the near side. We saw some flags fly. Coming down the sideline, still on his feet, and tripped up inside the 35-yard line. Great field position for Willow Canyon, but we'll check the flag. Flag was thrown around the 25-yard line. And it looks like it's coming back. Great return by Thomas Gilbert, but looks like there was a reason he got that great of a return. Willow Canyon will have it 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. 6:51 to go in this first quarter of play. No score between the Wildcats and the Knights. Well, a good defensive stand by Willow Canyon. Offense slowly getting the ball moving on their first possession. We'll see what they're able to do here. Pass caught. First down and some. Still on his feet. Taken down at the 40-yard line. Great catch and run by Tyreek Jones. Jones came into tonight 4 receptions for 91 yards. Made that first down look easy. 1st and 10 from the 40. Clock moving, under 6.5 minutes to go in this first quarter of play. Tate Callan out of the gun, trips to the near side. Callan calls for it, drops back, steps up into the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run it. And he is stopped behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 1. That'll bring up 2nd down and 11. Callan will work out of the gun. 2 receivers to each side. Westview looking like they're bringing the blitz. Now the backers will back off. Give is to the tailback, Joel Cooper. And Cooper taken down around the 43-yard line. Brings up 3rd and manageable. Will actually spot the ball at the 42. Willow Canyon, good start to this drive. Would like to keep it going. They got their work cut out for them here on 3rd and 8. Clock under 5 minutes to go in this first quarter of play. Callan out of the gun. Looked like his receiver's got to jump, no flag, and he throws it a bit too high for Tyreek Jones. That'll bring up 4th and 8, and the punting unit comes back out onto the field. Quinn Nichols standing at his own 30 to punt this ball away. Westview's got a guy around the 25-yard line to return this punt. Nichols, high punt, but a short one as it takes a bounce at the 40. It does take a Willow Canyon bounce as it goes out of bounds. But this will be good starting field position for Westview. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line, it looks like. Right at the 40. With 4:40 to go in this first quarter of play, back comes the Westview Knights offense. No score. The defenses have got off to a good start. The offenses just have not been able to get into a rhythm early on in this contest. Nicholas Price out of the gun, going to give it to his tailback, who moves forward and is met by a pile of Willow Canyon defenders. That was Augustin Laura on the carry. The junior's been busy tonight in the backfield for Westview. Second down and 8, ball at the 42-yard line. Quick pass on the outside, pushed out of bounds at around the 46-yard line. Bring up 3rd and short for Westview. Nicholas Price out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side. He's going to throw it to the far side. Pass is caught. First down and some. Taken down inside the 40 in Willow Canyon territory. Just a burst of speed on that far side of the field by Darius Miles. Miles, the leading receiver coming into tonight for this Westview team. 10 grabs, 243 yards, and a team high 4 touchdowns. Price looking right back for Miles in single coverage. He's got it! And he's pushed out of bounds at the 5-yard line. That'll set up first down and goal for Westview. That's one thing this Willow Canyon defense is going to want to shut down now is you don't want to let Price get comfortable in that pocket. You have to bring the rush because him and Miles have that connection and they can be dangerous. On first and goal. Price again out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. Price gives it to Lara. Lara off the tackle, still on his feet. And he is tackled just shy of the goal line. Looks like inside the 1. I'll bring up second and goal. Under 3.5 minutes to go in this first quarter of play. Scoreless between Westview and Willow Canyon. But the Knights are knocking on the doorstep. On second and goal. Price out of the gun. Gives it right back to his tailback who pushes forward. His offensive line's going to give him some push. And that'll be a touchdown for Westview. They take the 6-0 lead right at the 3-minute mark. I believe the touchdown was scored by Augustin Lara. In to attempt the PAT for Westview is Matthew Gonzalez. The lefty is 1 of 2 on his PA attempts this season. He has not attempted a field goal this year. Snap good, hold good. Gonzalez's kick, a low liner, but it's good. And Westview now leads 7-0. 3 minutes to go in this first quarter of play. We'll step aside and be back right after this. Welcome back to Willow Canyon High School. 3 minutes to go in this first quarter of play. 7-0. Westview leads Willow Canyon after the 1-yard rushing score by Augustin Lara. Matthew Gonzalez has the ball teed up at the 40 as Willow Canyon will get the ball back. The Wildcats looking to get into some offensive rhythm behind backup quarterback Tate Callan. Ball will be returned from inside the 5, right up the gut, and tackled at the 30-yard line. Good return by the Wildcats. And Willow Canyon will have it, 1st and 10. Willow Canyon offense huddling up before they take the field for their 3rd offensive possession of the evening. Both these quarterbacks got to each side for Willow. Send a man in motion up top. They'll give it to the tailback right up the gut and tackled around the 37-yard line. Carried by Tyler Salas. Salas coming into tonight, 20 carries for a $155, his longest run of the year, 24 yards. They want to get Salas involved, run that ball so it takes the pressure off Tate Callan, but Callan can throw. And if they're able to mix it up with run and pass, they can do some damage against this Westview defense. Callan, two-step drop, looks down the middle. Wide receiver was behind it. Pass was broken up. In on the coverage was Isaiah Arciniga. 2:06 to go in this first quarter of play. 3rd down and 2 for Willow Canyon from the 38. Big play here for the Willow Canyon offense. You don't want a 3 and out after surrendering a score on the previous drive. Callan, again to work out of the gun. One of his wide receivers was confused. Heading back up top is Quinn Nichols, so twins to each side. They give it to the tailback, and it's fumbled. Fallen on by the offensive lineman, Aiden Miguel. And the good thing is Willow Canyon keeps it, so now they're able to punt it away. The bad thing is they lost yardage, but had Westview recovered that, they'd have better field position than what hopefully they'll have after this punt. Adarius Miles standing at his own 32-yard line to receive the Quinn Nichols punt. Nichols almost had that one blocked. Right to Adarius Miles. Flag flies. Miles still on his feet and taken down around the 41-yard line. We'll see what the flag is. It's going to be a hold against Westview, so that'll move them back. 1 minute, 9 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. 7-0. Westview leads Willow Canyon. Willow Canyon defense has been on the field for a while in this first quarter of play. You see a few players on the field for the Willow defense with their hands on their hip. They need a breather. Good news for them. It's almost the end of the quarter, so they'll get a break. 1st and 10, ball at the 25-yard line for Westview. Price out of the gun. Two receivers up top, one to the near side. Going to give it to his tailback. Good cut inside. Nathan Franklin on the carry. Franklin coming into tonight has gained 60 yards on the ground with one score. Clock under a minute here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 4 for Westview. Price will work out of the gun. Taking his time. This could be the last play of the first quarter. Price fakes the give to the tailback, slings it outside, pass is caught for a 1st down and a little bit more by Andrew Ibarra. Clock stops as they'll move the chains. Be 1st and 10 from the 36 for Westview. So Ibarra did go out of bounds on that last play, so clock is stopped. Price going to give it right back to Franklin. Franklin works the outside, just plows over a Willow Canyon defender and scampers out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A big 1st down pickup by Nathan Franklin. The senior has been quiet for the majority of this first quarter, but he's coming on strong here on the final drive of the quarter. 1st and 10. Ball at the 44. Price going to give it right back to Franklin. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Franklin just able to push off of these tackles, or attempted tackles, I should say, by Willow Canyon. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Rubbing his arm out there on the field right now is Will Norton. Looks like he got a little dinged up on the last play. But after 1 quarter of play, it's Westview 7, Willow Canyon nothing. We'll take a break and be back with the second quarter right after this.
Dicer is proud to offer top-quality preschool programs that will help prepare your child to succeed. The 3 options available are Growing Minds Preschool, a tuition-based school for children ages 2 to 5, Developmental Preschool for those students identified as needing special education services, and Peer Role Model, where typically developing children serve as peer models for those with special needs. Visit our website to learn more and enroll your child today.
We begin the second quarter of play here at Willow Canyon High School. 7-0 our score. Westview leads Willow Canyon. Derek Diesner back with you. Second down, I believe. Yes, some confusion on the field as they're trying to get the chain gang all set up. The scoreboard shows 2nd and 3 from the 37, but if you look on the sideline, it looked like it was 1st and 7. But now they're able to move things around, and it actually looks like it's going to be 2nd and 1. Ball is at the 37-yard line. And now the umpire's going to come in. Guess they had the chains the wrong way. All right, I'm just going to wait till they get set to announce what the down is. It's 2nd down at the 37-yard line, but it looks like it's 2nd and 4. They have 2nd and 3 on the scoreboard. Price out of the gun. Price looking, has time in the pocket, and his wide receiver wasn't looking. They weren't on the same page there as the pass was intended for Ahmad Kamara. That'll bring up 3rd and 4 from the 37. Two receivers up top, one to the near side. Price will give it to his tailback. And Nathan Franklin, I tell you, he is really putting on a display tonight. He can just drop on a dime and make these cuts. These defenders don't know what to do. They're having a tough time cutting with him to make the tackle, and because of that, he's able to pick up these extra yards. He is just breaking ankles. 1st and 10 from the 31. Price out of the gun. Going to go right back to Franklin. Franklin's also very patient, waits for his offensive line, and you saw it there as he took that handoff, maybe went half a yard, waited, hesitated, and then cut back and went the other way. Got a 1st down run on 1st and 10, picked up 10 yards right on the spot. It'll be 1st and 10. 11:15 to go in this second quarter of play. Ball at the 21-yard line. Price out of the gun, going with the hard count. Looked like he got Willow to jump, but no penalty flag was thrown. Play clock at 12. Price calls for it, gets it, going to come to the near corner. Got a man, and just knocked out of the way at the last second by the defensive back for Willow Canyon in on the coverage. Looked like that may have been Ethan Leach, who just put his arm up at the right time. I'll stop the clock with 10:53 to go in this first half of play. 2nd and 10 for Westview. They'll give it to Franklin. Franklin finds the holes on the right side, and he's dragged out of about shy of that first down marker. He keeps working that right side, and you'd think that Willow Canyon's defense would know that when they see Franklin in the backfield, start to stack that far side of the field. 13-yard line. Price going with the hard count. Going to give it right back to Franklin. And he is about a half-yard shy. A good job. You saw him hesitate that time. And that hesitation helped out the Willow Canyon defense, who broke through the line quickly and were able to make the stop, bringing up 4th and 1. As of now, the Westview offense is staying on the field. So they are going to go for it. Play clock at 14. Westview's got to get set at the line. Out of the gun, 2 receivers to each side. Play clock at 5. And now Westview's going to use a timeout. That is their second timeout of the half. They are now down to 1. We'll take a timeout with them. 9:23 to go in this first half of play. 7-0. Westview leads Willow Canyon. We'll be back right after this. It'll be 4th and 1 coming out of the timeout for Westview. Prior to the timeout, they had the offense on the field looking to go for it. We'll see if they keep the offense out there or if they elect to kick a field goal. Their kicker, Matthew Gonzalez, has yet to attempt a field goal this season, and it looks like the offense is back out there, led by quarterback Nicholas Price. Price will work out of the gun. 2 receivers to the near side. 2 up top. This guy's tailback with them in the backfield. And Augustin Lara. Price drops back, feels the rush, somehow breaks free, and he throws it at the feet of Lara. Incomplete. Turnover on downs and a big stop by the Willow Canyon defense. That'll give them some momentum now as the offense goes back onto the field. 9:17 to go until halftime. Westview leads 7-0, but this might be what the doctor ordered for Willow Canyon and their offense. They've yet to get into a real groove this evening, but after getting that momentum on the defensive stop, the offense will look to respond here. Tate Callan works out of the gun. 2 receivers to each side. Joel Cooper in the backfield. Callan going to give it to Cooper. Cooper cut inside, cut outside. He's going to work it to that far sideline, and he is tackled at the 32-yard line. That's good for a Willow Canyon first down. So Cooper taking a look across that field, looking what Nathan Franklin's doing for Westview, and Cooper says, anything you could do, I could do better. And what a first down run by the Wildcat tailback. 1st and 10 from the 31. Callan will go under center. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. Callan going to give it right back to his tailback. Finds a big hole right up the gut and tackled just shy of the 40-yard line. Cooper having his way now with the Westview defense. Both tailbacks shining this evening. Second and manageable for Willow Canyon And this time stopped dead in his tracks was Joel Cooper. He is dropped at the 35-yard line for a loss. Bring up 3rd down and 6 from the 35. Cooper going to head to the bench to get a breather. Backup tailback Tyler Salas will come into the game. I shouldn't say backup. They're really a two-headed monster in that backfield. Callen almost fumbled the snap. Going to heave it up. He's got a man single coverage, and the pass is caught at the 10-yard line, but out comes the flag. It looked like Tyus Dragon will be called for offensive pass interference as he pushed off his defender at the last second to make that grab. Head linesman and the referee are going to talk about this. They might confer with, and they will. They'll bring the back judge over to talk with him, see what he saw. I know from my seat here, it looked like a easy call with the push-off against Tyus Dragon, but maybe not. They will get him with the offensive pass interference. We'll replay 3rd down. Dragon was in that single coverage. Ball was a little underthrown by Tate Callen, but Dragon tried to do everything he could. It'll be 3rd and long. Ball now at the 20-yard line for Willow Canyon. They'd like to get a 1st down here, but just pick up some yardage to, if you're not able to get that 1st down, at least give your punter a chance so you don't give Westview good starting field position. Callen, dump off right down the middle, right to Tyus Dragon. Dragon tripped up shy of the 35. There is a flag that came in around the 25. That could be a hold against Willow Canyon, and it looks like it will be. Looks like it'll be called on number 65, Henry Hebert, the senior offensive lineman, was pleading his case to no avail. So we'll replay 3rd and long. 7:05 to go in this second quarter of play. 7-0 Westview leads Willow Canyon. And now the Wildcats have the ball in a 3rd and forever situation from the 15-yard line. A timeout has been called. 7 minutes on the clock. As the first charge timeout to Willow Canyon. We'll take one with them and be back right after this. On the 3rd and forever, it was an incomplete pass, so the punting unit will head on in for Willow Canyon on this 4th and 26 from the 15. So penalties really doomed the Wildcats on that possession. And now Westview looking to return this punt. They've got a man back at the 47-yard line on this side of the 50. Westview looking to start with this ball in Willow Canyon territory. Quinn Nichols back at the 4, fumbles the snap, and he's got a fall on it. And Westview is going to have a 1st and goal from the 3. Oh, wow. Sloppy play by the Wildcats. All the penalties that were moving them back on that possession, and now a fumbled snap and a 1st and goal from the 3. 6:37 to go until halftime. Westview leads Willow Canyon 7-0. Westview going to look to add some more points here. Price will work out of the gun. He's got Nathan Franklin with him in the backfield. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. Flags fly. Probably going to be a false start against the offense. Going to have a conference about this. I thought it was an easy call, judging by when they whistled that, but they're going to call encroachment, or excuse me, offsides on Willow Canyon. So another mental mistake for the Wildcats. 1st and goal. Ball at the 2-yard line. Price out of the gun, gives it to Franklin. Franklin bounces off one of his teammates who helps push him into the end zone. 4-6. And the Knights lead 13-0. Matthew Gonzalez will jog onto the field to attempt the PAT. Willow Canyon just having a really tough time this evening getting into an offensive groove behind backup quarterback Tate Callan, and because of that, their defense is being relied upon and having to spend a lot of time on the field. And the mental mistakes, too, are really hurting Willow Canyon. They're just giving yards to Westview. Snap good, hold good. Kick is blocked and no good. Score will stay at 13-0 in favor of Westview. 6:27 to go until halftime. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Did you know Dysart Schools offers free full-day kindergarten for our community? We deliver high-quality education aligned with Arizona academic standards. Students learn foundational skills through hands-on, real-life experiences. We even have special area classes where our kiddos get to experience art, music, and physical education. Enroll today and come experience all Dysart has to offer.
6:27 to go until halftime. Westview extending their lead now to a pair of scores at 13-0. Derek Diesner back with you. Matthew Gonzalez has the ball teed up at the 40. Willow Canyon needs to keep that offense on the field, try and get a long drive, and get some points on the board before halftime. Asher Vega taken down at the 20. And that's where the offense will set up shop on 1st and 10. 6:21 to go in this second quarter of play. 13-0. Westview leads Willow Canyon. Westview band, or excuse me, the Westview Willow Canyon band all ready to go at halftime. Callan out of the gun. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. He's got Joel Cooper with him in the backfield. On 1st and 10. He's going to look down the seam. Pass is caught for a first down and more by Asher Vega. Vega tackled at the 40-yard line. Good run and catch. Vega coming into tonight's second on the team with 15 receptions for 130 yards and 2 scores. And a big first down for Willow Canyon on this offensive possession. That brings up 1st and 10 from the 39. Callan out of the gun, 2 receivers to each side. He's going to give it to his tailback, who is taken down at the 48-yard line. Good run by Joel Cooper. Sophomore has been busy these last few possessions. Cooper leads this team in rushing coming into tonight. Has a team-high 384 rushing yards and a team-high 4 rushing touchdowns. Second down and 2, ball at the 47-yard line. Give it to Cooper. Cooper, stutter step. Still on his feet, working the near sideline and goes out of bounds around the 30-yard line. Cooper did a good job of finding a hole. However, there is a flag at the 41, and this will come back. A holding call against Willow Canyon. As soon as you saw where that flag was thrown, you knew it was going to be a hold, because that's right where Cooper sprung loose on his run. 5:08 to go until halftime, 13-0. Westview leads Willow Canyon. And the Chang gang, again, little confused. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 49. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. Send Vega in motion. Give's going to be to Cooper. Cooper going to run to the near side, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 40. That should be good for a first down. And it is. They'll move the chains. Another great run by Joel Cooper. Brings the ball into Westview territory, and it'll now be 1st and 10 for Willow Canyon from the 41. Under 5 minutes to play in this second quarter. Callan calls for it. 2-step drop, looks to the near side, got a man, and that is dropped, intended for Tyus Dragon. Dragons had a rough start here in this first half of play. Second and 10 from the 41. Tate Callan out of the gun. Send Vega in motion. Give it to the tailback who stopped in the backfield. Looks like Tyler Salas was in the game for that run. And the ball will be spotted around the 45, but we've got a player down and another limping for Willow Canyon. We'll step aside, 3:58 to go in this second quarter of play. 13-0, Westview leads Willow Canyon.
We think schools should be more. It's not enough to go to school. It should be an experience. It should be a second home, one that is full of support, love, and family. A place where everyone is proud to wear their colors. where school pride isn't just a phrase, but an embedded culture and a way of life. Every day, we strive to be more. So tell me, are you ready to experience nice art?
So Tyler Salas able to get up off the field and walk off on his own power, but he is grabbing his collarbone on the left side and looks to be in some severe pain. It's going to be 3rd and 14 coming out of that stoppage for Willow Canyon. Feeling the rush is Callan. Callan going to step up, tuck the ball, and he is tackled just shy of the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th and long. And the punting unit will head out to the field. Quinn Nichols will stand at his own 46 to punt this ball away. Well, you hope Tyler Salas can come back into this game. The running game is what's really worked well for Willow Canyon here this evening. Both Salas and Cooper have gained a lot of yardage on the ground here this evening. Good punt, returned inside the 10. Miles got that burst of speed, still on his feet, somehow able to stay up. Trucks over Joel Cooper and then falls around the 40-yard line, but there is a flag on the play around the 48-yard line in Willow Canyon territory. Head ref and umpire are talking it over. So it'll be a roughing the punter against Westview. And the ball will be 27-yard line. So the offense gets to come back out on the field for Willow Canyon following that roughing the punter. Willow Canyon in good shape. 2:40 to go until halftime, and the offense just got a gift from Westview. Let's see what they can do with it. Callan out of the gun. Slips it to the near side. Pass is caught, but falling down right around the original line of scrimmage is Asher Vega on the reception. Willow Canyon has 2 timeouts. Westview down to just 1. Willow Canyon in no hurry as they are deep in Westview territory. 2nd and 10 from the 27. And knowing they have 2 timeouts, they don't have to work quickly at all. Callan really taking his time to get the play call. And now a timeout will be called by Willow Canyon, their 2nd of this half. 1:45 to go, 13-0. Westview leads Willow Canyon. We'll be back right after this. A minute 45 to go in this first half of play. Second down and 10. Ball at the 27-yard line for the Willow Canyon offense. Wildcats looking for some momentum before heading in for halftime. 13-0 our score. Callan to work out of the gun. 2 receivers to each side. He's flanked by his tailback, Joel Cooper, in the backfield. Callan, 2-step drop, looks to the near side, heaves it up, and it is caught! Touchdown, Willow Canyon! Matt Pohl on the touchdown reception. Check that. They're going to give it to Tyus Dragon. So Dragon, who's had an on and off game here this evening, comes up with a big score for Willow Canyon. 13-6 our score. And Willow Canyon going to go for 2. Well, they will opt to kick. Lenoy Taylor on for the PAT. And jumping off sides is Westview. So move the ball up, and now it's decision time for Willow Canyon. Does head coach Justin Stangler elect to go for 2 here now that they're moving it closer? Or are they going to continue to kick that PAT? Fans are shouting go for 2. And that's what they will do now as that ball's been moved up. Lenoy Taylor on the year had been 7 of 8 on his PAT attempts. But Willow Canyon going to opt to go for 2. They're going with the swinging gate, but again, Willow Canyon going to burn a timeout. This is their final timeout of the half. A minute 37 to go. Willow Canyon's going to talk this over. They trail Westview by a score of 13-6, but they're opting to go for 2 here. If they get it, they'll only be down 5. And you have to go for it in this situation, knowing that you got the gift of a penalty from Westview to move the ball that much closer to the end zone. So Willow Canyon really trying to decide what they're going to do here. We'll see if they do the swinging gate like they had lined up for prior to the timeout being called, or if they come out of this timeout in a new formation. Joel Cooper has been busy in the backfield. Tyus Dragon's been busy, as has Asher Vega. So plenty of options for quarterback Tate Callan to go to here on this 2-point conversion. They are going to do the swinging gate again. Heavy up top. Tyus Dragon facing his quarterback. And now he's going to come in. On the end around, trick play. Dragon throws it, and it is dropped. What a well-designed play. Dragon tried throwing to Asher Vega, and the ball is dropped. Score remains 13-6, but you couldn't have drawn up a better play. Touch that ball on the one play. Quarterback Tate Callan flips it over to Tyus Dragon, who makes the perfect pass over to Asher Vega, but he drops it, and the score remains 13-6 in favor of Westview. A minute 37 to go in this first half of play. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Now, this evening, Westview has done a really good job on special teams, racking up those return yards. Willow Canyon going to need a stop here. Lenoy Taylor will tee the ball up at the 40. Standing back at his own 10 is Ahmad Kamara. Taylor boots it, and it sits right at the 18-yard line. Almost a long onside kick as Asher Vega tried getting to that. but falling on it was Adarius Miles. And that's where Westview will start with it at the 19-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. $1:34 to go until halftime. One timeout in Westview's pocket. Out of the gun is Nicholas Price. 2 receivers up top, one to the near side, and flags come flying in. It's going to be a false start against Westview. I'll back them up 5. It'll be 1st and 15 with Westview's back up against their end zone. Two receivers up top, one to the near side. Slinging it across the field, pass is caught. Cutting back and now going up the middle, being tackled at the 35 is Adarius Miles. They'll stop the clock to move the chains. Westview going to get right on that ball as they're in the hurry-up offense. 2 receivers up top, one to the near side. Got a tailback with them in the backfield. Price calls for it. He'll sling it to the near side to Franklin. Franklin cuts it back up the middle of the field, and he's met by a pair of defenders at the 41. Set up 2nd down and short. 1 minute to go in this first half of play. 13-6. Westview leads. They have 1 timeout. Price taking his time. He'll work out of the gun. 2 receivers up top. He'll call for it. Pump fake, he's going to run it himself, 1st down and more, and he's tripped up at the 47-yard line. 1st down for Westview. Again, they'll stop the clock to move the chains. Westview trying to get set offensively so they can go once those chains start. Price out of the gun. 2 receivers to each side, going to sling it near side, and it's dropped. Pass was going to Tristan Fierro, and he took his eyes off it. Good break for Willow Canyon. But for Westview, the good thing is it stops the clock. There was a flag on the far side of the field against Westview, and it was a bench warning. So the next time they get called for one, if they do, then penalty yards will be assessed. Price out of the gun. Steps into the pocket. Looks down the middle of the field. Pass is caught by Miles. He is taken down at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for Westview. Again, the clock is stopped. They got to get on the ball quickly because once those chains are set, clock will start. Price out of the gun. Trips to the near side. Clock is running. At 15 seconds, Price quickly slings it out to Franklin. Franklin, tons of running room, and he will be pushed out of bounds just shy of the 10-yard line with 5 seconds to go. And we have a player down right at the 40-yard line. It's a Willow Canyon player, and he lost his helmet. He has been laying on the turf since the whistle was blown. He's being attended to by the medical training staff. We'll take a quick break, but we'll be back right after this. So it was Jaden Long who is down on the field. He has since gotten up and is able to walk off the field. But he is not happy, as it looks like his day may have come to an end, as he's putting the towel on his face, he's taking off his wristbands, and just is not happy at all. It'll be 1st and goal for Westview. Out of the gun is Price. Price going to look to the near side, and he overshot his man. That was Andrew Ibarra, and a flag comes flying in from the back judge for defensive pass interference. So that'll give Westview a 1st down, and the ball is going to be placed at the 5-yard line with 1 second left. Westview lining up as if they're going to go for it. This would be a big break for Willow Canyon. Out of the gun, Price looking to the near side. He's got a man, but he overshoots him, and that will do it. At the half, it's Westview 13, Willow Canyon 6. We'll step aside for halftime and be back with the second half right after this.
School finance can be an intricate topic. It's a web of complicated formulas and funding sources that becomes more complex as you learn more about it. But grasping some of the basics of how the Dysart School District receives and spends money can go a long way in understanding how your tax dollars work to meet the needs of children in our community. Dysart receives funding from three main sources: the state of Arizona, the federal government, and other local revenues, which include property taxes. About 90% comes from the state and local sources, and about 10% comes from the federal government. Federal money is designated for such things as special education services and to support the learning needs of students living in poverty using Title I funds. The thing is, that money can only be used for those programs. The district can't use that federal money for anything else. In fact, as you will find out later on, almost every dollar the school district receives has strings attached. State and local funding money is broken down into two main pots: maintenance and operations, or M&O, and capital. Dysart receives and spends approximately 95% of its funds in the M&O pot and 5% in capital. Maintenance and operations are your day-to-day expenses, your operating expenses. These include salaries for employees, utilities like lights, transportation services, and general supplies. Capital expenses are items that last for many years, such as buildings, furniture, equipment, technology, textbooks, and buses. So remember those strings I talked about? Well, Arizona law requires that capital money only be used for capital purchases, and M&O money only be used for M&O. So we can't just go buy one less bus to fund a teacher, and we can't cut a teacher's salary to buy a computer. Now, say the school district would like additional money to provide a better education for students that goes above and beyond what the state and federal government provide. They can go out to their local community and ask for something called an override or a bond, which is a tax on property. Overrides and bonds are very different things and are not interchangeable. There's no such thing as an override bond or a bond override. A bond is designated for capital money, those buses, school buildings, safety, and technology. A bond can only be used for those capital purposes. The last time Dysart voters approved a bond was in 2006. The district can call for either a capital override or an M&O override. The Dysart School District asked voters to fund full-day kindergarten, quality arts and athletic programs, and maintain class sizes in 2020 through the continuation of an M&O override. The community approved this override, and that money collected paid directly for those things. The current override provides approximately $24.5 million to the district's maintenance and operations budget. These pots of money that Dysart receives don't look the same from year to year. In fact, they can look very different depending on how many students enroll in Dysart, whether or not voters approve an override, or whether or not the state or federal government decides to cut or adjust funding. Despite the fluctuations in funding, Dysart continues to live within its budget, and it's been doing pretty well. Dysart was voted Best Public School District in the West Valley 2 years in a row, and is an A-rated district in the state of Arizona. The district is home to the number 6th ranked K-8 school in Arizona, Freedom Traditional Academy, 3 top 100 K-8 schools, and a top 25 high school in the state. Overall, Dysart has 18 A-rated and 4 B-rated schools, many of which outrank local charter schools. Additionally, all 4 of our high schools were named Best High Schools by U.S. News & World Report. Most importantly, students are graduating from Dysart schools career and college ready. So do you understand the school district budget any better now? If you're like me, the answer is both yes and no. And that's okay. It's difficult. To find out more information and dig deeper into the complexities of school district funding, visit dysart.org/budget. or call us directly. We're here to help. It's your money, and we want you to understand how we use it to best meet the needs of all students.
If you could shape the future of education, how would it look? Most students follow the same beaten path, but our path is different. Our path is inspired. Our path leads to more. Our path is career and technical education. Students are engaged. They do. They create. They are fueled by choice. Our students engineer their own experience. Working with business mentors, it's more than a classroom. It's a thriving center for career-driven education, focused on producing the best students. Students who are prepared to contribute in the working world. Students with self-confidence. Students with collaboration skills and creativity. The best kind of students. At the end of the day, we produce the best students. West Mech is career-driven education.
Welcome back to Willow Canyon High School. Derek Diesner back with you as we get set to start this third quarter of play. 13-6 our score. Westview leads Willow Canyon at the half. Let's get you some scores from around the area. At halftime, Perry leads Shadow Ridge 35-0. In girls flag football, Dysart defeated Arcadia 20-7. And also at halftime, Hamilton leading Valley Vista 28-0. In that first half, Valley Vista threw 3 interceptions, 2 of which turned into touchdowns. We are all set to begin this second half of play as the warm-ups are through and the players are back on the field ready to go. Willow Canyon will kick off to Westview to begin this second half. Westview will be going from right to left in this second half on your screen. Lenoy Taylor teeing up the ball at the 40. Willow Canyon going to need another stop from their defense, get that offense back on the field. Defense spent a lot of time on the field in that first half of play. The good news, they limited Westview to just 13 points. And Lenoy Taylor tried to kick and try to uncover the onside kick, but didn't go 10 yards. And Westview is going to have it 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line in Willow Canyon territory. So an onside kick backfires on Willow Canyon. And this will be good starting field position for Westview to open up the second half. Well, penalties and mental mistakes in that first half, which go hand in hand. What really hurt Willow Canyon, a tough goal for just an extra point. Struggled on the kickoff there. Willow Canyon just over, not really getting a groove. A stop, a 2-yard loss brings up 2nd and 12 for Westview. Out of the gun, they're going to chuck it to the near side, and that's underthrown and intercepted. Just what Willow Canyon needed. A great play made by Jaden Farrer We saw Adarius Miles just give up on the play knowing he wasn't going to make the catch, but he didn't block out the defensive back, and Fair was able to make the pick and get some yardage after it. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Willow Canyon. Ball at the 22-yard line. So after surrendering a short field to Westview, Willow Canyon's defense responds. We'll give it to the tailback to get things started on this possession. No room on that 1st and 10 run. It was Chance Jones on the carry. Jones will be needed here in this second half after we saw Tyler Salas go down in the first half. Salas has his jersey and pads off, and an interception for Westview. They get it right back. And falling down at the 20-yard line following the pick is linebacker Xavier Rojas. A tough break for quarterback Tate Callan. Just didn't see him, and the backer picked him. And now good field position once again for Westview. Both times they've had the ball here in the first minute and a half of this second half. They've had the ball on Willow Canyon. You have to wonder if head coach Justin Stangler's thinking about going to the bench at quarterback and maybe trying out his other quarterback, Justin Garr Jr. The give is to Nathan Franklin. Franklin's got that speed, trying to get around the corner, and he's dumped after a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9. Franklin's a little shifty back who can cut on a dime. But Willow Canyon seems to have figured him out, because early on in this ball game, Franklin had no problem running. As of late, though, the Willow Canyon defense has been able to halt him in his tracks. Darius Miles turned turned nothing into something there. Nicholas Price was just able to get that pass made before getting hit. Miles did the rest. We have a defender down on the ground around the 20-yard line. The athletic trainer will come out to look at him. We'll step aside and be back right after this.
If you could shape the future of education, how would it look? Most students follow the same beaten path, but our path is different. Our path is inspired. Our path leads to more. Our path is career and technical education. Students are engaged. They do. They create. They are fueled by choice. Our students engineer their own experience. Working with business mentors, it's more than a classroom. It's a thriving center for career-driven education, focused on producing the best students. Students who are prepared to contribute in the working world. Students with self-confidence. Students with collaboration skills and creativity. The best kind of students. At the end of the day, we produce the best students. West Mech is career-driven education.
It was Will Norton who was shaken up for Willow Canyon. He comes off the field, and they'll look at his right hand, or right arm, I should say. On 1st and 10, the give was to Darius Miles. He's tripped up. Loss of and 11. Thought it was first and goal, but it'll be first and goal if they can get it to the 1 yard line. Nicholas Price out of the gun. 2nd and 11 from the 12. Price gives it to his tailback. And in the end zone for 6 is Augustin Lara. 19-6, 8:57 to go in this third quarter of play. Westview will send out the special teams as Matthew Gonzalez heads out onto the field to try and attempt the PAT. Snap good. They get the hold down. Gonzalez's kick is up and it's through, and Westview leads Willow Canyon 20-6. 8:57 to go in this third quarter of play. We'll be back after this. .857 to go in this third quarter of play. 20-6 our score. Westview leads Willow Canyon. Derek Diesner back with you. Both these teams came into tonight 2-2 on the year. Westview riding a 2-game winning streak, while Willow Canyon riding a losing streak. Willow Canyon with their backup quarterback tonight, and it's been a tough go of it for Tate Callan. He's doing his best, but it's just been an all-around tough go of it for the Willow Canyon offense here this evening. And you could start to see how things are wearing on this Willow Canyon defense, because they've been out on the field plenty here this evening. Gonzalez boots it deep. That'll go out the back of the end zone, and touchback will be signaled for the Willow Canyon offense. 8:57 left in this third quarter. Willow Canyon looking to move the ball in the right direction on this drive. Taking a look at the Willow Canyon sideline, Will Norton still being by the athletic training staff, testing out his arm strength. It looks like they taped his wrist, his right wrist that is. On 1st and 10 from the 20. The give is to the tailback, Joel Cooper. And a nice run by Cooper as he's taken down at the 33-yard line. The line judge comes in. He threw a flag, and we'll see what the call is. Too many times when we've seen these penalty flags come, it's been a hold against Willow Canyon. And luckily here, the line judge is picking his flag up. You see that happen from time to time where it falls out of the referee's pocket. And luckily for Willow Canyon, that was the case. So 1st and 10, ball at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun is Callan. Gives it to his tailback, Cooper. Cooper, right up the sideline, makes a cut in and taken down for a first down right at the 48-yard line. Willow Canyon starting to get things moving in the right direction offensively, and it's working through Joel Cooper, who's really had some success on the ground here this evening. The one thing Willow Canyon's been able to do well is when they run with Cooper, they just keep the run, throw Westview off, and then you throw a pass in. And that's when the passing game has really worked. Cooper has nowhere to go, and the ball comes loose. Willow Canyon had fallen on it. It comes out again. And Willow Canyon was able to recover, but the ball's all the way back at the 25-yard line, a 17-yard loss with the 2 fumbles. Ball will be spotted right outside the 26-yard line. 7.5 minutes to go in this third quarter of play. 20-6, Willow Canyon trails. And just as they were having the momentum go in their direction, the ball comes out and hurts the offense. Callan out of the gun. And on the hard count, got Westview to jump, and they'll pick up some yards. That'll move the ball to the 31-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 12 for Willow Canyon. Out of the gun. Thrown to the near side. Pass is caught by Asher Vega. Taken down at the 30-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down, and the punting unit will come out. Quinn Nichols on to punt this one away. Westview's got a man back at the 40. A great punt by Nichols, and a fair catch will be called for at the 36-yard line. 6:05 to go in this third quarter of play. 20-6. Westview leads Willow Canyon. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Hello, I'm Dr. John Crow, the Superintendent of Dysart Schools. Today I'm excited to introduce one of our new communication tools designed to enhance our interaction with you. In response to parent feedback and to ensure student safety through a consistent district-approved platform, Dysart Schools has launched an engagement tool called Parent Square. Many of our families have already joined and are benefiting from its features, including the ability to send direct messages to teachers. Parent Square also plays a crucial role in our emergency and safety communications by providing timely updates on information that affects your campus, class, or group. Additionally, using Parent Square helps us comply with Arizona Board of Education regulations on student interaction and includes built-in safeguards for appropriate oversight and accountability. If you haven't activated your Parent Square account yet, it only takes a few minutes. You can use the invite email we recently sent or request another one from your school's front office. To update your contact information, you can still use the parent portal, where you can also check grades and attendance. One of the exciting features of Parent Square is the option to receive your messages in preferred language. With over 130 languages available, you can select your choice within the parent portal. For instructions and additional help, visit dysart.org/parentsquare. The adoption of Parent Square reflects our commitment at Dysart to continually improve and respond to your feedback. We hope you find this new tool valuable and use it to stay informed and engaged with us. Have a great day.
This possession already for Westview. 5:45 left in this third quarter of play. Westview leading Willow Canyon 20-6. Right down the middle, pass is caught and taken down at the 45. Darius Miles yet again with another grab. Well, fans, if you're getting hungry after tonight's game, head on over to Mountain Mike's Pizza here in Surprise. Pizza the way it ought to be. You can visit them online at mountainmikespizza.com or give them a call at 623-235-8100. First and 10 from the 46. No gain on the run. It was Augustin Lara on the carry. Another score update. 37-0. Hamilton now leads Valley Vista. Couple of scores already in this second half. They got a 43-yard touchdown run, did Hamilton. And then a bad snap near the end zone resulted in a safety, giving them the 37-0 lead. Penalty on the play. Goes against Westview. They're right at that first down marker. Good break for Willow Canyon. And the ball will be spotted all the way back at the 34-yard line. It's going to be second down and long. They got to get it all the way to the 44 in Willow Canyon territory. Price out of the gun. Slings it to the near side, almost intercepted. Threw it in the middle of two of his receivers. And the defensive back right in the middle almost made the grab. Pass was intended for Tristan Fierro or Lorenzo Vela. Both were in on the play. Clock stop at 4:29 to go in the third quarter. Price will work out of the gun. Two receivers up top, one to the near side, flanked by his back. Price slings it out, up top, pass is caught, and trying to slip up field, but falling on the turf is Andrew Ibarra. You saw when he tried to cut, slipped right up and went down. Bring up fourth and long, and the Willow Canyon defense, good job of holding the Westview offense. And Westview also didn't do themselves any favors by playing undisciplined ball and getting a few penalties go against them. Quinn Nichols on the punt. Or excuse me, he's looking at the wrong roster. Ball will take a bounce at the 35 and rolls all the way to the 25, and that's where Westview will down it. 3:20 to go in this third quarter of play. Willow trailing Westview 20-6. We'll be back right after this. First and 10, and flags fly right as the ball is snapped. Penalty will go against Westview. That'll move up Willow Canyon 5 yards. First and 5. Westview just coming unraveled. Penalty after penalty and mistake after mistake. First down and 5. Callan out of the gun. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. Callan, 2-step drop. Thought about it. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and he slides right at the 35. Did a good job of avoiding the hit and getting down. Second down and about 2. Ball will be at the 39-yard line. Got to get to the 41 for that first down. Of 2 receivers up top, one to the near side. That's Tyus Dragon, closest to us. And right up the gut and sliding down around the 50-yard line was Joel Cooper, and you saw him hammer the turf. So upset by himself that he slid down. He definitely could have picked up some more yardage, but unable to do so. First and 10, ball at the 49-yard line in Westview territory. Callan out of the gun. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 up top. Blitz up coming from Westview. Callan gonna get it off, and his receiver didn't even see it. Had Tyreek Jones saw that ball, he could have made a play on it as it was in man coverage. Never even looked for it. The fans could not believe it. It wasn't the best thrown ball, but he had a chance at that. There's no reason he couldn't have made a play on it. We'll see if that play comes back to haunt Willow Canyon. Second and 10 from the 49. They'll give it to the tailback. Great job of Joel Cooper, always keeping those feet moving. The legs were churning, and he's a tough one to tackle. Takes the ball down to the 43-yard line. Set up third and manageable for the Willow Canyon offense. They'll send 2 receivers up top, 1 to the near side. Callan out of the gun. Sends a man in motion. Fakes the give to his tailback. Looks down the middle of the field. Pass is caught. That'll be another Willow Canyon first down. Ball caught right at that 30-yard line. It was Asher Vega on the reception. Under 40 seconds to play in this third quarter. Willow Canyon get off about 1 more play before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun. Hand it to the tailback. Cooper trying to work that far side of the field, and he's ripped down in the backfield after a loss of a couple. Westview player was checking in on Cooper, who is in some pain after getting thrown to the turf. The clock stops at 12 seconds. And Cooper is in some pain as he takes his helmet off. That is the last thing you want to see if you're Willow Canyon. You're already without your starting quarterback, and now your star tailback is laying on the turf. The good news, the training staff able to get him up so he's sitting upright. But something shook him up on that last play. We'll step aside and come back right after this. Welcome back. They are still attending to the Willow Canyon player on the far side of the field. And we hope the young man is doing okay. Another scoring update from the other side of the city here in Surprise. Valley Vista now losing to Hamilton 43 24-0, that game in the third quarter as well. We've got 12 seconds to go in the third quarter here. 20-6 our score. Westview leads. And they're able to get Joel Cooper up off the field. And just as I gave the one update, we have another. It's now Hamilton 51, Valley Vista nothing after 3 quarters of play. Cooper able to walk off the field on his own power, but you can tell he's shaken up by the way he's walking. Hopefully we'll see him back on the field here this evening. But they took his helmet, so I don't know if we will see him. 2nd and 12, clock running at 5 seconds. They just get the snap off and sacked in the backfield. They brought the blitz, and it was led by Cameron Jones, and that's how the third quarter is going to end. After 3 quarters of play, it's Westview 20, Willow Canyon 6. We'll be back with the 4th and final quarter right after this. Ready to start the 4th quarter here at Willow Canyon High School. Derek Diesner back with you. Westview leading Willow 20-6. Taking a look at some of the other schools in the Dysart School District. Dysart is on a bye this week. They'll return to action next Friday night when they host Yuma. The other games not going very well. Shadow Ridge hosting Perry, and they are down 42-0, that game in the 4th quarter. Valley Vista is down in their game. The score there is 51-0 after 3 quarters of play. So compared to the other two, we've got a ball game here at Willow Canyon. Wildcats down just 2 scores, and they're moving the ball on offense now. Able to avoid the sack is Tate Callan. He throws up a wobbler, almost intercepted by a Darius Miles. He was in man coverage on that play with Asher Vega. Ball goes out of bounds, and that'll bring up 4th and 21 for Willow Canyon. And it looks like Willow Canyon's going to go for it. Why not? Down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. And really, if you punt the ball, you could be looking at a touchback where, what does that do for you? You got to go for it here. Callan sends Vega in motion out of the gun. Callan, 2-step drop, and the ball's knocked loose. It's picked up by his lineman, but he is tackled at the 47-yard line, and that is where Westview will take over. 11:26 to go in this game. Westview leads 20-6. Westview riding a 2-game winning streak coming into tonight's game. Willow Canyon riding a 2-game losing streak. And right now, these teams are looking like their streaks. Willow has struggled here this evening getting anything going offensively, while Westview has moved the ball well, led by quarterback Nicholas Price. Price will work out of the gun, flanked by his tailback, Nathan Franklin, and flags fly as the ball's snapped. It's going to be a false start against Westview. Westview has been flagged a lot tonight, as has Willow, but I believe Westview has been flagged a little bit more than Willow Canyon here this evening. That penalty will move them back into their own territory. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 42-yard line. Sling it out to the near side. Darius Miles on his feet. There's a flag in the backfield, and Miles is tripped up. Looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage. Bring up 2nd down and 15 pending the penalty. It's going to be a hold against Westview. So Westview going to continue to move backwards. It's all good news for Willow Canyon. Westview has struggled here in the second half with penalties. They have played undisciplined football. But they'll give it to their tailback, Nathan Franklin, who can't get around the corner. No gain on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 25. 10.5 minutes to go in this game. Both teams with a full complement of timeouts. Willow Canyon needs 2 touchdowns to tie this game up. Price, flag flies, he's rolling out, just gets rid of it as he's hit, but the ball falls harmlessly to the turf, incomplete. And I have a feeling it's going to be a hold on Westview. And it is a hold on Westview. Penalty will be declined, and it'll be 3rd and 25. Check that, 2nd and 25. No, it is 3rd and 25. Both the scoreboard and the sideline crew were late to make that flip. I didn't think I was crazy, but they definitely had me doubt myself there. Price, low snap, fumbled it. Quick gets a throw off, and that's above the head of Tristan Fierro. Be a 3 and out, and on comes the punting unit. Another great defensive stop by Willow Canyon. They were able to let Westview hurt themselves with the mental mistakes, but the defense held strong and did what they had to do on that drive. Now they're going to get the ball back to their offense. They just need the offense to do something with it. Willow Canyon's got a man back at the 35 to return this punt. And now flags fly against Westview. So it was already going to be good starting field position for Willow. It just got that much better with this penalty. Now the return man's moving up, and he's all the way at the 47. Low snap is a 1-hop to the punter. But the punt goes in his favor as it takes a few hops. It's going to be returned, though, and a great run by Thomas Gilbert, who brings it right into Westview territory for great starting field position for Willow Canyon. They will have it 1st and 10 from the 44, but was there a flag on the play? The chain gang hasn't moved, and the referee now will call a false start. However, it will be declined, and it is 1st and 10 from the 44.
First down, Wildcats.
Out of the gun is Callan. 2 receivers up top, 2 to the near side. Callan drops back, looks to the near side, pass is caught by Asher Vega, and he's tackled at the 35. Should be good for a first down. And it is. 9.5 minutes to go in the game. Willow trailing by 14, 20-6. Callan gonna send Vega in motion. 1st and 10, down the seam. Pass is caught by Tyus Dragon. Dragon tackled at the 27-yard line, and he's a little slow to get up. His teammates are trying to help him. He did get up, and now he drops down to the turf, and he'll need medical attention. We'll step aside. 9:13 to go in this game. 20-6. Westview leads Willow Canyon. We'll be back right after this.
Hey guys, welcome to the Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences. We go by CRAS. CRAS is the top-rated audio engineering and music production college in the nation here in Tempe and Gilbert, Arizona. I'm excited to welcome you guys to be part of the family and check out my programs. CRAS does everything in regards to the audio industry. We do game audio integration, live sound, live broadcast, film and television, and music production. If you guys want to learn more, feel free to click the links below and contact me anytime. We can schedule a time for you guys to do a personal tour and check out our recording studios.
$9:13 to go in this game. Willow Canyon trailing by 2 scores, 20-6, but they are driving. They need to put some points on the board here on this possession. Callan gun. He's got tailback behind him. They're going to bring the blitz. Callan able to avoid 1, avoids 2, going to run with it. He's got a hole up the middle, and he is taken down inside the 10. 1st and goal for Willow Canyon. What a scramble by Tate Callan. And Willow going to go in the hurry up. Westview trying to get guys off the field. Callan trips to the near side. 1 receiver up top. Callan, 2-step drop. Looks, rolls to the far side of the field. He's got a man, but he underthrew it, and it was almost intercepted. That'll stop the clock. 8:37 to go in the game. 2nd and goal now for Willow Canyon. Trailing 20-6. The Willow Canyon offense has come to life. Now they're clicking with quarterback Tate Callan. The sophomore breaks the huddle. He'll work out of the gun. High snap, he controls, looks to the near side and overshoots his receiver. That was intended for Tyreek Jones, 3rd and goal. Callan is good with the short passes if he has to run. His struggle has been throwing it downfield. The accuracy just is not there. Clock stopped with 8.5 minutes to go in the game. Callan trips up top. 1 receiver to the near side. On 3rd and goal. Callan going to roll to the far side of the field. He's got a man. Pass is caught and taken down after a short gain was Tyreek Jones. 4th and goal. And Willow got 2 touchdowns. And the clock is running after that short catch. Callan will work out of the gun. 3 receivers now to the near side, 1 up top. Callan, high snap, he controls and he overshoots his receiver. I don't know if it was on Jones ran the wrong route. Either way, It's a turnover on downs, and that's a backbreaker for Willow Canyon. They had so much momentum on that drive moving downfield. They got the first and goal situation and could not do anything with it. They'll turn it over to Westview. 7:49 to go in this game. Westview leads 20-6. And I'm sure the Knights will take their time and be methodical on this drive. On first down, they'll give it to the tailback. Good job by the Willow Canyon defense to stay home and make the play. It was Augustin Lara on the carry. That'll bring up second down and about 12. Price to work out of the shotgun. Two receivers to the near side, one up top. And now dropped on the Westview side is Darius Miles. That connection we've seen work well all day, the Price to Miles. Not there. Miles took his eyes off it and dropped it. And another big break for Willow Canyon. 7:14 to go. 3rd and 13 for Westview. Price almost standing at his own goal line. Out of the gun. Again, he quick slings it out. Lot of open running room. Running to the sticks. And he got the first down and a little bit more. Pushed out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That will move the chains for Westview. No flags on the field. First and 10 from the 25. They'll give it to the tailback. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That was Lara on the carry. That'll keep the clock moving. Second down and about 6 for Westview. Ball at the 30. Price going to move Franklin to the other side of him. Gives it to the near side over to Miles. Miles has faked out a few defenders, still on his feet, fakes out another, and is tackled at the 49-yard line in Willow Canyon territory. 3 tacklers for Willow Canyon. Had him dead in their sights, and nobody could get him. That'll keep the clock moving. 1st and 10 from the 49, approaching the 6-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Give it to the shifty tailback, Nathan Franklin, who will do a couple push-ups after that run. Be 2nd down and 5. Ball at the 44. Price will work out of the gun after giving the play to his offensive line. And a timeout will be called on by Willow Canyon. 5:21 to go in this game. 20-6. Westview leads Willow Canyon. Be back right after this. The game has gone final across town. And they lose to Hamilton tonight by a final of 58-0. We've got 5:21 to go in this 4th quarter of play. Willow Canyon trailing Westview 20-6. Westview a little late getting out of that timeout. 2nd down and 5, ball at the 44-yard line for Westview. They're trying to just milk the clock, limit the chances for Willow Canyon. Price gives it to his favorite tailback, who spins off a few tacklers and is wrapped up by 3 or 4 Willow Canyon defenders. Nathan Franklin is having himself beat. And that'll bring up 3rd and 1 for Westview. You almost wonder if they just line up Price under center and push him forward for a first. Price in no hurry. Under 5 minutes to play in this game. Now the offensive line will get set. On 3rd and 1. Price gives it to Franklin. Franklin gets great blocking. He's wrapped up, but he is right at that first down marker. And they're going to give him that first down. Fresh down. They move the chains and keep that clock moving. Willow Canyon has 2 timeouts. Westview has all 3 of theirs. Willow Canyon's going to need to start using their timeouts if they want to get this ball back and have a chance at a comeback. On 1st and 10 from the 39. Play clock at 10. Give to Franklin. Franklin still unable to be wrapped up, and finally they get him. But he gained about 2 yards on that run. Probably ran about 5 or 7, but he only got 2 yards. But he kept it in the middle of the field, which keeps the clock moving as we're at 3.5 minutes. Second down and 9 from the 38. Play clock at 12. Price has 2 receivers to the near side. Gonna sling it over here. Pass is caught by Miles. Miles still on his feet. Gets the first down. And finally tackled just shy of that 10-yard line. In on the stop was Brody Macklin. The senior coming up with the big stop. Clock continues to run under 3 minutes now. 1st and 10 from the 11. Still get 1 more first down. Price out of the gun. Gives it to Franklin. Franklin, following his blockers, lowers his shoulder and runs out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. Clock continues to run under 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Second down and about 6. Willow Canyon keeping their 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Price just wearing that time down. Play clock's at 8. Giving it right back to Franklin, who cuts back in, but he'll be short of the goal line. And now I believe a timeout has been called. Waiting for the official signal. The clock continues to run. So 3rd and about 1, it looks like. 1 minute left in this game. Play clock approaching 12 seconds. Westview gives it right back to Franklin, who tries to work the outer edge, but he is tackled for a loss. Great job there by Cam Caldwell, who stayed home and was able to get the shifty Nathan Franklin in the backfield. There's 34 seconds left in this game. It is 4th and goal, and play clock and game clock are in unison, and I don't think they're going to have to run another play. Westview's looking around like they might have to. You got one Willow Canyon player walking to the sideline already, took his helmet off, and that will do it. They will expire at the same time. So there is the final horn. Westview defeats Willow Canyon by a final of 20-6. With the win, Westview improves to 3-2 on the year. With the loss, Willow Canyon drops to 2-3. Willow Canyon now has dropped 3 straight, while Westview has won 3 straight. Westview will have next week off on October. Will now hit the road, and they'll travel across town to face Valley Vista next week at Valley Vista. Again, the final score tonight, West hired, doing a phenomenal job behind the scenes here this evening. I'm Derek Diesner saying so long from Willow Canyon High School. Good night, everyone.